What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Code Peterson tutorial. We have another GB Studio demonstration that was part of a request asking if there is a way where I could quickly show how to have an NPC follow our player. If you remember back a long time ago on my channel, I made a demonstration with a top-down style adventure game, and we had enemies that could follow us. I'm kind of using that same strategy for this, so you might want to search for that on the channel for a little more in-depth. Otherwise, we're ready to show you how to do this here. I have the most simple scene ever, just a square, and we have our character here, and then we have our NPC that's going to follow us. And if I go up here to my sprites, then you can see this is the character we're going to be, and it is a 4 direction plus movement. And then we have all those animations there allowing our character to move. And then we also have our character that's going to follow us. And I did the same thing, 4 direction plus movement, and we have the animations on there so they can follow us. Back here to the game world, this is a top-down 2D, as you can see up here. And the only script I really needed to add was just to this character itself. All right, so basically what I did was I created some variables. If you can kind of see that, it's a little bit small in our bottom left-hand corner, but I have a variable which is a true or false, and these are global variables. So one of them is called follow me, and that's going to be a true or false value. And then we have our NPC X, which keeps track of our NPC's X coordinates. NPC Y is going to keep track of the Y coordinates. And then we have player X, which is going to keep track of our X coordinates, and player Y, which is going to keep track of our player Y coordinates. Those were the first things that I made for this. And then if you look over here, basically this character, I did put it on a collision group 1. And if I say on hit and go to player, then you can see here it is giving us one of those multiple choice dialogues on there, or where you can have different answers. This one just has 2 options for our follow me variable. One of them, if I select I will follow, we're going to set that value to true. And if we select I will stay, then it is going to become false. When I move my character there and comes into contact with this NPC, we'll see that dialogue, and then we will choose if that is going to follow our character or not. Then if we go here to on update, and this is still with this NPC selected, I started with an if statement. So if a condition was true, and I said, if follow me is true, and then you can see underneath that, I then put that same script we used for our enemies following us in another demonstration earlier. So here it says store self position in variables, and I selected the NPC X, and then I have that NPC X and NPC Y being saved or temporarily stored with our character in here. That's happening on update if our follow me is equal to true. Then underneath that, I am doing the same thing with the player. I have my player X and player Y, and that way those values are stored of where we're located. So then we can use that as a way to have our enemy track our position. Then after that, I added a duration for 0.5 seconds. You may want to change that. It depends on how fast and often you want that character to follow you. Then under that, I have if player X is less than NPC X, then I'm going to have the actor move, our NPC is going to move a tile of the X value of -1 and a Y tile value of 0. And then if the player X is greater than NPC X, then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to have that character move it at X of +1 and Y is 0. And then we have to do the same thing with our Y values. So here I have if player Y is less than NPC Y, then we're going to move that character to a value of X of 0 to a Y of a -1. And then if player Y is greater than NPC Y, we have player Y is greater than NPC Y, then we have it moving to the value of 1. It is then going to just keep repeating that as long as our follow me value is set to true. Okay, and then after that, in the same true statement down here where we have else, I then have a little script there for our actor is going to, their self move is going to be canceled. In other words, they'll stay where they are. Let's see how this is going to work. I'll push play here. Here we have our character. And then if I move up and come into contact with the character, we have our two choices. I will follow, I will stay. Let's start off and say, I will stay. All right, and then the character is staying there. Now, if I go here and talk to this person again, and this time I'm going to say, I will follow. It waits a half a second, and then it is following our character. Again, it's up to you how long you want that to wait. If it's too short of a time, your character is going to move too fast and collide with you, and then you're just going to keep getting that dialog box. So for me, 0.5 seconds works good for this demonstration. Now we'll go over here again, and this time I'm going to select I will stay, and the character stays in that position. And there we have it. That is how we create an NPC that follows our player. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if this helps. As always, share ideas down there if you have a way that's more efficient to do this. I really appreciate you all taking the time to watch, and I sure hope you have a great day, and we catch you on our next tutorial video.